Hello everyone, welcome back to the Celebrity Issue channel. Now we will discuss about how John Lennon's life would have been without the Beatles. As one of the driving forces behind the Beatles, Lennon's thoughts on life outside the band were not only speculative but also reflected the huge impact the group had on his worldview. Let's check it out. When John Lennon imagined his life without the Beatles. Without John Lennon, it's hard to conceive how the Beatles would have performed. During his early years, he took on the position of group leader and developed a cooperative songwriting partnership with Paul McCartney. They would collaborate to create future hits including With a Little Help from My Friends and I Want to Hold Your Hand. The Beatles were a cultural phenomenon that transformed popular culture and music, not just a band. The ride from Liverpool's Cavern Club to international prominence for Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr was a flurry of inventiveness. The two continued to be essential to the band's composition process even when their creative styles diverged. McCartney was the inspiration behind thoughtful hits like Yesterday and Blackbird, while Lennon took the lead on experimental songs like Tomorrow Never Knows and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Although he preferred pop writing that was mixed with poignant narrative, he wasn't just interested in songwriting. He never stopped writing, even when he wasn't penning hits. He wrote everything from poetry to pure nonsense to doodling over the years, compiling them into a single book that he published as in his own right in 1964. Even Lennon had trouble describing the collection of absurdities. In the Beatles anthology, he famously said, "It's about nothing. If you like it, you like it. If not, you don't. That is the only thing involved." Still, he gave the impression that this innate drive to compose would have continued even in the absence of the Beatles' success. He saw himself as a broke writer like the Beat Generation, wondering how he would have continued to write without them. He said, "I might have been a beat poet. I would have been crawling around broke and just writing it and throwing it away." Thankfully, Lennon avoided that destiny and went on to become one of the most well-known musicians of all time, much to the delight of Fab Four fans and maybe even to his own satisfaction. He composed poems to the sounds of the Beatles rather than composing beat poetry. Lennon's life was tragically cut short on December 8, 1980, when he was shot and killed outside his apartment in New York City. One of the most important voices in the world was taken from us by his sudden death. Lennon's influence has persisted over the decades after his death, resonating with new listeners who find comfort and inspiration in his music. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.